We are here in Mattapan, Massachusetts. It's a section of Boston, and I'm here with Reverend Stevie Kraft. And Reverend Kraft's from New Jersey, but he's been coming up to New England the last couple of weeks. It's early October of 2016, a beautiful morning, and we're actually right in front, or right at the library where the event will be held. This event on Common Core. So my question to you, Reverend Kraft, is why should people in the inner city be interested in hearing someone speak on the subject of Common Core?
That's a very interesting question, Mr. Shirtliff. First of all, I believe that too many people in our communities, especially the urban communities, have been deceived by thinking that government education is free, but at the same time compulsory. If something is free, why should it be compulsory unless there is another agenda and strings, or better yet, chains attached to it? The problem with the so-called Common Core national standards, from my perspective as a black minister who has always been interested in education, is this. What is the agenda? What is the indoctrination principles that people in the inner city are being exposed to, especially in the lives of their children, when their children are being fed leftist ideology based on dumbing people down to a common core? Mr. Duke Pesta, who is an expert on this subject, we have been blessed to have him here in late October. I believe it's the 28th.
It's actually October 29th.
October 29th.
At 1 p.m. That's a Saturday.
Yes, on a Saturday. He'll be here at the Mattapan Library. And I would encourage, strongly encourage, for the parents who are concerned about quality education for their children will attend this free presentation from Dr. Pesta, so that they can learn and be persuaded and convinced in their own mind and hearts that these national standards are not in the best interest of them or their children.
So this event will take place on, again, Saturday, October 29th at 1 p.m. at the Mattapan Branch Library. And this library is just a short distance from Mattapan Square on the heading north on the right-hand side, 1350 Blue Hill Avenue. That's free admission. And also, if you're listening to this video, you don't live in the area, this affects everybody, all people in inner cities and outer cities and suburbs.
Yes.
And if you can't make it to hear Dr. Duke Pesta, who's a phenomenal speaker.
Yes, he is.
He lives in Wisconsin. He's a professor of English, and he travels around the country. He's given over 500 of these presentations just in the last couple of years. I think he's been to 45 states. He's been in the area before, and it was back in June that a sister, Claudette, hosted an event in Roxbury on Common Core. It was the first time that an event like this in the inner city of Boston, and I attended. I was very glad to attend. I videotaped it, and they actually showed a 10-minute clip of Duke Pesta. I said, let's get Duke here in the flesh, and she said, let's make it happen. So we're making it happen. He's in the area for several presentations, one in Weymouth, Massachusetts, one out in Springfield, and one up in New Hampshire. But this is where the rubber hits the road. The inner cities, most of the politicians and even clergymen sort of buy into this Common Core. Lots of money involved. Bill Gates has put $6 billion of this. So you really need to, and right now it's in your schools. You may never have heard of it. The average person, wherever you are, inner city, outer city, suburbs. So again, a good urging why they should come.
Exactly. I plan to be here, even though I am somewhat familiar, Mr. Shirtliff, with this whole abomination called Common Core. But I plan to be here because Duke Pesta is a dear friend of mine. I've heard his presentations on numerous occasions, and not only is he very knowledgeable, but he's very impassionate about quality education for all of our people. So I encourage, beyond a shadow of a doubt, of those who are interested in quality education for their children, and at the same time do not have a working understanding of what this whole governmental Common Core curriculum is about, I encourage strongly to attend.
And let me suggest that if you're able to come to this event, maybe your group would be interested in sponsoring him. So please contact us. I'm the director of Camp Constitution, Hal Shurtleff. My phone number is 857-498-1309. You can also visit our Facebook page and our YouTube channel. So Reverend Kraft, thank you.
Thank you for having me.